Imagine a company with no bosses telling you when to arrive, no dress code, no time clocks, and no reserved parking spaces. Workers set their own salaries, choose their own leaders, and even vote on major decisions. Sounds like chaos? Or utopia? This isn't fiction. It's the real story of Semco, and the man who dared to rip up every rulebook in business, Ricardo Semler. His 1993 book, Maverick, shows how he turned a traditional family firm into one of the world's most successful workplaces. Today, we're breaking down the context, the radical changes, the results, and the timeless lessons you can steal for your own life. In the late 70s, Ricardo Semler took over a classic old-school factory. Strict hierarchies, time clocks, and top-down control. Brazil was in economic chaos with inflation hitting 900%. Semler tried micromanagement and stress. It nearly killed him. Lying in a hospital bed at 25, he asked himself, why are we running companies like prisons? This sparked a 10-year revolution. Here's what Semler actually did. These aren't theories, they happened in a real factory. First, tiny symbolic wins that signaled trust. He burned the rulebooks, killed dress codes, removed executive parking, and let workers choose their own uniforms and even paint the factory walls. Second, real power to the people. Workers' committees, elected by employees, took over managerial roles. No more top-down orders. Third, flexibility everywhere. No fixed hours. People came in at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m., whatever worked. Teams set their own quotas. Fourth, radical transparency. Open book management. Every employee could see the full financials, salaries, profits, everything. Fifth, profit sharing and self-set pay. 25% of profits went straight to employees, shared equally. People suggested their own salaries. Sixth, flat structure and reverse evaluations. Semler replaced the pyramid with 3 concentric circles. Managers got evaluated by their teams. Seventh, small is beautiful. Any unit over 150 people got split. Smaller teams meant everyone knew what was happening and felt ownership. Eighth, no more corporate fat. Secretaries? Gone. They spun off non-core work into satellite companies run by former employees. Ninth, job rotation and sabbaticals. 10th, treat people like adults. Strikes? Handled with respect. Personal lives? None of the company's business. What happened? Semco grew 600% in the decade after these changes. Productivity soared 7-fold. It survived Brazil's wild inflation. It became Brazil's best company to work for, with thousands on the waiting list. Profits, innovation, and happiness all rose together. So what can you learn from Maverick? First, trust is the ultimate productivity hack. Treat people like responsible adults and they'll act like it. Second, put quality of life first. Semler's mantra, do this and the rest. Quality, productivity, profits will follow. Third, question every rule. If a policy doesn't serve people or results, shred it. Most corporate rules exist only to comfort the complacent. Fourth, decentralize power. Decisions should be made by the people closest to the work. Size matters. Keep teams small. Fifth, transparency beats secrecy. Share the numbers. Share the truth. When people understand the business, they make better choices. Success isn't just money. The goal of business should be to make people look forward to coming to work in the morning. Whether you run a team of 5 or 500, start small. Pick up Maverick. Question everything. Build workplaces that actually work for humans. Thanks for watching. What rule would you burn first? Drop it in the comments. See you in the next one.